Alright. Hey everyone. I think I've got this. I am hoping that this is working. So I have this. I played around last time trying to get the quality a little bit better. So I should be streaming at 1440 now. So if you do notice any sort of glitches or lag is just lagging, please let me know. Just let me know in the chat. I'll greatly appreciate that, because hopefully it's working okay. I did test it. Seemed to run smoothly, but you never know. So anyway, yeah. So this session, I'm going to carry on some more picoCTF fun. As you remember, just a quick, brief recap of picoCTF. It's a kind of, well, it is a CTF platform that is run by a university in the US, and it's great fun. So it's aimed at kind of beginner level all the way up to more advanced stuff, and yeah, I highly recommend it as a kind of learning launch point for getting involved with CTFs. It's often that when you get involved with CTFs, they can go from like 0 to hero in no time at all, which does make it very, very, very difficult in terms of actually performing those CTFs. So it's good to have a CTF that helps kind of ease into it. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to go into a CTF and you just essentially hit by a brick wall and you can't get any further. I recently had a CTF like that and I just gave up. And that's often what you find. So not only just like moving forward, but also keeping the motivation up, and that having something that you can actually achieve things is really important in a CTF, in my opinion. Right, so the point I just want to make sure, I'm just going to turn the music down a slight bit, is where we left off last time. So we try to do some web exploitation ones. The more cookies was a bit more difficult. I think we got to do not use client side. So there were different kind of challenges that we looked at. So a lot of them involve some sort of enumeration, trying to find different parts of the web app. So using things like robots.txt and so on and so forth. We also looked at some of the cryptography ones. So Mod 26, which is rotation cipher. And then we also looked at manual P's and Q's, which is around RSA. So let's try it out. I'm going to warn you, in terms of cryptography, I'm no expert. I'm far from it. I just know enough to hopefully not make a mistake. So sometimes the challenges do mean you need to be a bit of a crypto expert in order to do them. Certainly the harder ones. But let's try the easier ones and see how far we get. So let's try this easy peasy. As you can see, I've not done this one before, so this will be your first one. And interesting to note that it's a kind of, what do you call it? Python script. So one time pad. I'm already gonna trip up. I don't know a lot about one-time pads. I should know more, but I don't. But let's try download it and let's try it out. See how it goes. I think I've got Visual Studio Code on this one. I don't. I'll need to install it at some point. Let's update that later and get in there. Start. Did this have a? Okay, so we don't need Burp Suite for this yet. So let's get a terminal open. And close some windows. All right, so let's do the netcat and see what happens here. So netcat's just going to make a connection to the server on that port. So there we go. There's an encrypted flag, and okay, it looks like it's running, I guess, the script, and it's encrypting whatever you enter. So that's the encrypted flag. So I guess we got to then decrypt that. So let's go off and actually look at that file. So it was downloads. Let's get rid of this from the last time. And open with gedit. Okay, so Python scripts. Normally the way again, I'm no means Python expert, I'm more Java, but a way I read Python scripts is start like logical flow. So these are functions or methods or whatever you want to call them. I actually don't know what you call them in Python. In Java you would call them methods, in C you call them functions. But anyway, so it starts here, C startup. So it calls this, let's say, function, and starts off with 0. So you have a key file, I guess, key length, and then the flag. So startup is reading on the flag file, just flag. So there must be a file on the server called flag. It's reading that, and then it's also reading in the file called key. So key location, which I guess is 0. So this file must have many of them, and then it's doing a key, and then the stop is the length of the key. And that's finding an array of key, and yeah. I'm probably not gonna do well on this one. I think it's obviously got to do with one-time pad. If I'm correct, the padding is just on each side, and yeah, I don't know a lot about one-time pads. Again, something for me to read up on and learn. So if anyone in the chat does know a lot about one-time pads, just let me know. But I unfortunately don't know a lot about one-time pads, so let's try another challenge. Got to come back to this one. And this is the thing about CTFs. You just pick ones that you are comfortable with, and then the ones you don't know, you can always go off and do researching. Let's see this one. Numbers. Okay, so I guess that these numbers correspond to a letter. So what is... I'm kind of guessing that these numbers are ASCII numbers, maybe, or the corresponding numbers according to where they are. So let's bring up a thing. I'm gonna do it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yeah. So if you have a look, so the flag format is picoCTF. So P is 16. So what's that? So that would be 16 would be P. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Got the alphabet correct. So 16 is P. And then what's 9? Is I. These, so 3 is C. I guess that's O. pico, and then 3 C 20 T, and then 6 F. There's probably going to be an easy way of doing this. Probably you could use something like a Python script to do this, to be honest. But yeah, I'm doing this the hard way. So that's a T, 8, what is 8? H, 5, probably the 1, so 14, and 21, 13, that looks like a 2 and a 5, 2, B, 18, which is probably R, it's which was O. It's probably going to be, I don't know. I thought I was going to say the numbers matter. Probably the numbers. Was that? Oh, that was 15. Mace 14. What's 14? The numbers Mason. Alright, let's try this. This should be it, I hope. Hey, there we go. So yeah. So that was just basically the position of the numeric, the alpha value in the kind of list of alphabet. Whoa, what's going on? Yeah, let's try to refresh this. All right, so find a brand new type of encryption. Can you break the secret code? So there's a new Caesar.py. So the Caesar cipher is a rotation cipher. If you're on the last one, the mod 26, which ended up to be a ROT 13 or rotation 13, it's a Caesar cipher. So what that means is you take a key, which is a number. So 13 is the key's 13, and you take each letter and you rotate it out like basically 13. So it's kind of like how we did with the indexing. So you take the number, basically say it's like A, that would be 0, and you add 13 to it. So A would become like N or something like that. But you do it for each letter. And if it goes to 26, you just wrap around. So it's basically how many rotations, if you think of like a cylinder, how many rotations you turn that cylinder. Now, for this, there's a very good tool called CyberChef. If you haven't come across this tool, I highly recommend it. I've used it quite a bit, yeah. And with this, you can do a whole bunch of kind of what's recipes and bake things. So you can do all sorts of things. It does have ROT 13, so the rotation surf 13. Again, you can actually specify and change it to any value you want there. So with that, let's get rid of that. Close that out. what I want to see is where, let's get rid of things, is, got to come back to this. Right, so there's this here. Now, given, well, what's that there? Given that, oh, that's interesting. I can't place the settings. That's annoying. Oh well. Given that it's got new Caesar, I doubt it's going to be a Caesar Cypher. Yeah, so you can see it's meaningless. And you can rotate these, and it's not doing anything. All right, so there is a script here, Python script. So let's see what this Python script is doing. I've already downloaded it. All right, let's go into this. All right, so offset a B16 encode. Flag redacted, key redacted. Okay, so let's see. Just trying to see where it's getting the inputs. How's the script actually working for? Let's try to just run this. Yeah. Version error. That's weird. But, oh. Okay, so that's obviously, so the flag would be that. The flag would probably be what's the actual flag, and then the key would be the key. So does this have? This might actually have. Let's see. It's either box office, maybe. So rotation cipher is really easy. You can easily brute force it just by increasing the key or decreasing the key. But you'll get to 26 and it'll just wrap around. Let's just Google. I don't know if New Caesar is actually a cipher or if it's just like an adaptation of the Caesar cipher. Also, if you come to this one, this one is actually this is a really good site, picoCTF. It contains a whole bunch of utilities that you can use. So I think this is maybe what it is. So it's a Caesar shift cipher. The reason why I say that is because it is doing shifting within the code itself. So if you come have a look here, you can see it doing some shifting there. So all we need to do is find that key. So what we can do is there. I really wish we could do it via this. Is this shift? I don't know why this does that. Shift. Okay, so it's not. What is going on with my screen? So let's start off one, decrypt that. Okay, oh, okay. So it does a whole bunch. Anything here that's got pico. No. It's not that. Don't think it's any of those. Try that. Decrypt that. No. No. Do we just have to do... Hey, what is this? 13. The funny thing is I learned about all of this in university and I've completely forgotten about it all. Alright, I don't think I'm going to win on this one. Oh. Oops. 20. 21. Yeah. 22. 22. Okay, I don't know enough about this one. Again, probably gonna have to go off and do a bunch more research. That's why I always kind of avoid the crypto ones because I'm not, as I said, I'm not that great at them. The other cool ones were these ones. The journal ones were also pretty fun. So obedient cat. Okay, so this one was pretty simple. You just download the file, and in here is the actual flag itself when it opens up. Yeah, and here is the flag. There's the flag there. This one, Python wrangling scripts. So this uses Python script again. So let's get rid of these. like that. There's a password file and the flag. Okay, so if we have a look, I think this script takes in thing. So it takes in the file, and to decrypt the file, name poll, do Python argument minus. So the argument will be minus E or D. So what we can do is run the Python script. So just test that it works. Python 3. Okay, so we want to do minus D. Oh. 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 Ah. And then the password is this. Oh. There's the flag. So just basically running the understanding how to run the Python script. Good. So there's that. Cool. Submit that. Awesome. Wave a flag. So there's this program, has extraordinarily useful information. Now, what we could do flag. So file, and then the actual file will tell you what type of file it is. So it's executable. So what we need to do is give it executable permissions so we can actually run it. So if you run this, so minus H. Ah. So there's the flag there. So it's just running the file, which is not that interesting. And that's what I said, like some of these are really simple. And then some of them are starting to get a bit more challenging. Yeah, I don't know why this is taking so long to come up. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if we do a natcat to this, it doesn't look like it talks English. Right, so let's do a natcat to that. Right, it's a nice program you can talk to, but using this command, but it doesn't speak English. The weird thing is I've solved this one. Can't remember how I've done it. So the minus VV does a very verbose. I remember. Yeah, I think this is very much similar to the other one where it's picoCTF and each one of these is ASCII. So what we can do is take that, come to our trusty tool, CyberChef. Sorry, I'm just closing a few things. Hopefully this will make my system a bit better. Wait, where's that there? Oh, CyberChef. Alright, and that's ASCII. Can we not do so ASCII to text, put that in. No, we don't want text, we want ASCII. There we go. That's probably because we have new line characters. Okay, so but yeah, I don't know why that's not working. You know what actually might work? Verb suite itself. So decimal to text converts. Weird, why is it not? But yeah, I think this is the way to do it. I just don't know why. Decode. ASCII hex. No. Yeah, the way we're supposed to get it is ASCII to text. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, I don't know why it's getting that weird thing. Because the ASCII number of ASCII table, I'm pretty sure 99 is lowercase c. I mean, we could try to do it manually, so with a decimal 99, yeah, it's lowercase c. So I don't know why this isn't working. And then 111 is pico, so there must be some other characters in there. that's causing it. But that's how you solve that one. Let's try this one. I haven't tried this one. So you then tab completing the terminal or add years to life, especially when dealing with the long ramblings of directory structure names. Okay, so this one's interesting. My terminal. All right. Let's see, downloads. Let's unzip. I think I know what this is gonna be. Jeez. I think this all it is. It's just a very, very long thing. So what we can actually do is just copy that. I don't think this is intention. I think it's meant to go in like tab, tab, tab. Or actually rather cat that. Okay. So that's a binary by the look of it. So let's actually do a file on that. Yeah, so it's executable. So what we'll need to do, let's just make sure. And then it can actually just run it. There we go. Not that hard. Okay, so there's Magabi Magicop mission. So it looks like you need to launch an instance. Do you know how to move between directories and files? Read files in the shell, start the container, SSH into it. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we need to go there. That, and then that's the password. All right, and then what else do we have to do? ls to begin. Okay, so let's do ls. I'll do a -l just because I like just being verbose. So let's see what's in the instructions. Okay, so I guess 1 is the beginning bit. So yeah, so there's the initial flag. It's kind of like a breadcrumb trail. And then 2 was go to the root. So I'm assuming there's another one. So there's that. Alright, so that must be the second part. And then there's instructions. Okay, it's instructions. Let's go home. Alright, so go to home. There's myself. And there's 3. I am curious what that drop-in is. Ah, okay, so that's where it drops you in. Cool. So that's the flag there. Not a bad session, not a bad one. Let's warm up. If I told you a word started with 0x and hexadecimal, what would it start in ASCII? Okay. Do we just have to put that? So we do have this here. So there's a hexadecimal. So if it's 0x 70, so hexadecimal 70, so it's P. So ASCII would be 112. But I don't think that's it. And is it picoCTF? What would it start in? ASCII. I don't understand this one. On 1-2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to solve this one. If anyone's got any ideas, just let me know. I'm not too sure how to solve this one. Oh well, come back to that one. Alright, let's see how this... Why is this taking so long? Alright, what is 0xd base 16 and... See, this is what... Alright, so we just got to convert that into base 10. So we can actually look at on the table here, 3D, 3D. So decimal would be 61. Oh, I suppose we could have also used CyberChef. Oh, that's base 16. So that's not hexadecimal. Wait. So base 16. Base 16. Yeah, it is hexadecimal. These are my marbles. So that should be 61. So it should be picoCTF 61. Oh, no. There we go. So yeah, I don't understand this one. I don't know why. What would it start with in ASCII? Oh, maybe it means this. picoCTF. Not the actual ASCII decimal, but no. P, that's... Ah, there we go. So the number 42 in base 10 to binary. Yeah. So we should be able to do that via this, I think. So if we binary to binary. So what do we have to do? We have to do the number 42. Number 42. It's binary. So peak picoCTF. I don't know if it needs a space. No, it probably doesn't like the space. No. I'm wondering if it's probably taking the actual ASCII value. So decimal to binary. I could do this manually, but it's so much easier just using a tool. Binary to decimal, so the binary number is 42, converts. No, from decimal to binary, that's where we went. 42 converts. Oh, there we go, there's the binary. So yeah, I think what I was doing is actually taking the ASCII value rather than the actual number 42. All right, and this one, netcat, so another cool netcat one. So let's do this. Netcat that. I love it when it puts other stuff in there. And 4110. Oh, okay, that's just doing an netcat. Cool. So let me do one more and then we'll call it a night. I've probably try to do more web ones next time. In fact, next time I'm probably thinking of next week. I will actually run through a different thing. Vuln machines, can give that a go. But I might also run during the week or some maybe even another weekend, another session, just coming off maybe some of the web ones. So let's see the file. Save this file and let's do file on file. What was it? Save this? Strings. So file strings. So as I said, don't actually run it. So what they want you to do is strings on strings. Strings. So what this command does is actually spit out all the strings within a file. And there's bound to be the flags somewhere in amongst all of this. So what we can actually do is make it easier on ourselves and go grep pico. And there it is. Boom. So the grep is just finding it. So there's, oh. There's that one. Cool. Well, hopefully this has been useful. Thanks as always for joining in then. I'm gonna rewatch because I suspect that there might have been a bit of lag. We'll see for the next session. But yeah, thanks for joining in. And this time I didn't have myself mute, which I'm happy about. But yeah, as I said, I might run another session, maybe even tomorrow night, see how it goes. And yeah, and then next time, next week, we'll probably do something a bit different. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.
Swear I won't forget this. Why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up, I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it.